Paige DeSorbo just gave an interview for the New York Times, and trust me, she did not hold back. This is Paige at her most unfiltered. Let's get into it. When Paige DeSorbo graduated from college in 2015, she scored a full-time position at a TV station in her hometown, Albany, New York. She'd always wanted to be an on-air personality, so the job seemed perfect, at least on paper. As her mom put it at the time, Miss DeSorbo could work her way up to anchor, get married, have kids, and live down the street. But she imagined something different for herself. I remember just getting the biggest pit in my stomach of like, no, that's not my life, no way, Paige, now 32, said in her recent interview. Instead, she persuaded her parents to foot 6 months of rent in New York City so that she could try to find something better. She took a job as an executive assistant at ABC before landing a role on Summer House, a Bravo reality show that follows young New Yorkers as they spend debaucherous summer weekends at a shared house in the Hamptons. Paige said, I called my dad crying when they offered it to me because I was like, I think I'm actually too sensitive to do this. And I remember him saying, do it for the first summer, and if you hate it, we'll get you out of it. You never have to go back, and if you love it, you'll never wonder, oh, imagine if I didn't do this. And honestly, after the second weekend, I was like, I love it. So began Paige's unexpected career as a reality star. 7 seasons into her run on Summer House, Paige has fashioned herself into the ultimate millennial multi-hyphenate, a reality TV star, a style influencer, an author, and a co-host of a top comedy podcast, Giggly Squad, with her best friend and former Summer House cast member, Hannah Berner. Paige recently introduced her own shoe collaboration with DSW and, alongside Miss Berner, hosted the Vanity Fair Oscars after-party livestream. In March, the two capped off a multi-city podcast tour selling out venues like Radio City Music Hall. Now they're publishing a satirical self-help book out April 15th called How to Giggle, a guide to taking life less seriously. Paige said that her and Hannah's publisher, Simon & Schuster, insisted that, unlike other reality TV authors, they not use ghostwriters so that the book could be authentically in their voices. Paige said, I was like, I can't wait to tell all my English teachers from grade 3 to 12 that they were wrong and I do know punctuation. Much like the topic of the book itself, it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's for the casual reader, she said. I really picture the girls like going on vacation, grabbing this book, throwing it in their bag. Maybe they pick it up on vacation, but maybe they don't even open it. Though the book tackles questions about love and relationships, it was written before the ending of Paige's own. In November, she and her boyfriend of 3 years, the Bravo star Craig Conover, officially called it quits. Paige announced the news on Giggly Squad. The former couple made some pointed remarks about each other on shows that aired in recent weeks. Craig said on Southern Charm Reunion that he was shocked by the breakup, and in a conversation with Sierra Miller on Summer House, Paige asked, am I dating a secret hater? But Paige downplayed the drama between them. No one did anything, Paige said. It wasn't a bad thing. I think we both were just being really mature and saying what we want and what we didn't want, and I think that's extremely powerful to be able to voice how you're feeling in real time and what you want for your future. The breakup of one of the network's most beloved couples generated plenty of online commentary and speculation, especially as it happened just ahead of the premieres of the new season of Summer House and Craig's show Southern Charm, which follows the lives of young people living and working in Charleston, South Carolina. Every on-camera interaction between the two suddenly became fodder for dissection. On one episode of Southern Charm, Paige and Craig, who had not yet broken up, discussed her increasingly busy schedule and how that conflicts with his desire to have her move to Charleston and start a family. It makes me feel like if I get more and more successful, it's a bad thing, Paige says in the episode. Like, if I don't make you the #1 priority, I'm going to feel guilty. The scene is awkward to watch, especially with the knowledge of where the relationship ends up. Craig, who's discussed having purchased an engagement ring for Paige, seems to want the life that Paige ran away from in Albany all those years ago. But her refusal to give up her dreams and to instead commit herself to the career she's worked so hard to build has stood out in the typically unfeminist world of reality TV. I'm proud of myself for making a tough decision, even though the public was like, you're wrong, you'll never find another person again, Paige said. She said she had been heartened by the reaction of many of her female fans who've written to her expressing how grateful they are to see a woman on TV willing to stand strong in what she wants. I am really thankful for the women that supported me and saw what I was going through, she said. Though the love story between her and Craig may be over, the one between her and Hannah is not. It really is true that there is nothing better than your best friend in moments like that, Paige said. I feel like I was processing the breakup so differently because I had those months where she allowed me to say every single thought that came into my brain about relationships, being someone's wife, being someone's mother. Like, I had said everything I could, even I could think in those months. And so then once, like, the public found out, I was like, oh, this is going to be fine. Now that she's single, Paige is focused on continuing to grow the career she's fought for. I definitely feel driven and focused, Paige said. I wanted something, so I'm working toward it. And the fact that her success has come in tandem with Hannah's only makes it that much sweeter. Hitting these milestones in your career is so exciting, Paige said, but hitting them with your best friend is like a different level of happiness. I thought this was a really great read and really shows just how much her career is skyrocketing. I mean, we're literally going to be seeing Hannah and Paige on Jimmy Fallon this week. What do y'all think about her New York Times interview? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.